We are back in ARK, and as you can see by looking out the window, things are back to normal more or less. No more Winter Wonderland update, which I am quite happy about actually. It was getting a little bit ridiculous after a while where we were getting Santa Claus coming, and here it was like after New Year's. So it was a little bit ridiculous, a little bit crazy that was happening. I almost feel like I should help Win with this pipe somehow. Like somehow I gotta build like a scaffolding out or something and then help her. What is... Her Argentavis is way down here. I don't think it's supposed to be. It must have chased something maybe. So this is Doc, the pure, almost pure black Argentavis of Win's. It looks really cool. And we got it as a present from the violin aria, the orchestra tribe. As you can see, it was tamed by orchestra. And it has a red bow around its neck. Now mine has gone through a little bit of a change, and it's been so long since I recorded. It's just crazy. I thought that I had recorded something of the changes that I've done to the dinosaurs and stuff, but I looked back on my footage. The last one that I had, as far as footage goes, was when I was with Fabe. And we were going after Avo's body in the sky. When the episode before that was, let me see, the Fabricator. And back then I didn't have any new dinosaurs or anything either. So this isn't a new Argentavis. This is the same one that I was riding before, but it obviously looks way different. And that's the result of me just dyeing it. I dyed it to be the same kind of color as my Pteranodon that I have in the Fossils and Archaeology Minecraft game. So I kind of like the color scheme that I chose for it. It's very, very, very bright and obnoxious, and maybe that's kind of what I like about it. Let's just do r.bloom, quality 0. There we go. Get a little bit of shine off. Now, today, I wanted to talk about the balancing and the nerfing that has recently happened. If you weren't aware, and some of you watching who don't play ARK aren't going to be aware, there was a nerf in how the stats are balanced for dinosaurs, primarily the health and melee. So if I look here, Blueberry's health is at 638. Stamina is the same as it has been. Melee is at 151%. I don't really know what it was before. I guess I could check. But I can tell you that it was higher than that. Now, they nerfed it severely for some people. I think people like April were saying that she had no creature in her possession with less than 2,000 HP, which sounds like it's just phenomenal that she did that. But that's what she did. She had no creature in her possession with less than 2,000 HP. She logs in. They have all now dropped to like pre-tamed levels. They did this as a result of what they are saying was a, quote, miscommunication. I think it was maybe just... They had their numbers mixed up at the beginning, and it got out of hand. They couldn't fix it. Finally, when they had the ability to fix it, they knew that it was going to cause problems, and sure enough, it has. Let's see. It's taking quite a while to kill this Smilodon. There's only a level 7 Smilodon. Took a while to kill it there. And that's kind of the point. Their big problem that they saw was that a tamed raptor, single raptor, for example, this is just an example that they used. A raptor could take out tens of maxed brontosaurs on its own. And they said that was way out of the realm of realism. And what they were having to do was, like with the Giganotosaurus, they brought in this dinosaur so highly statted, so highly leveled, so powerful that nothing else could defend against it. And that was the result of this miscommunication. So what they found, I think, was that people's stats were getting way too high. Way too high. More higher than they ever intended. And that was just the way that the game was. People tamed their dinosaurs, and each level they add like plus 10 to a stat, and that's the way that it goes, and everyone's happy. That's not going to happen anymore. Now, we looked into trying to reset it to be back to default. That isn't possible. You can't. You can change the multiplier so that I think we can definitely change it so that if I level something up, it will go up that high again. But it's going to take some discussion on whether or not we want to do that or whether or not we want to just kind of go with the flow. Let's see. They also had nerfed the harvesting, but I believe that they've now fixed that with a minor patch. Because what had happened is they nerfed everyone's melee ability, and then the harvesting was way down. So let's just go out with Carl here, see how he can harvest, see how it is. That's way normal. That's even better than normal sometimes. Yeah, that's really good. So that's normal. They fixed that. Apparently, to some people, it was broken. I'm glad I didn't log in and see that. A lot of the people on the server are still waiting, I think, to log in because they're thinking that there's going to be a patch that sets this back to the way it was. But what I read today is explaining that, no, we're not going back to the way it was. You know, we never intended it to get out of hand with the stats and having so many OP creatures. So deal with it. And the funny thing, I was pressing control to run, to sprint. It's actually shift key, so I punched. Punch. I'm kind of happy about that. It sounds weird that I'd be happy with it, since most people, I think, are upset about it. But I just need to grab some meat here, so I'm just going to run out with Mew here. Let's see their stats. Mew. 319 is the health. 128% is the melee, which that sounds a little low. I can level up now, so this will be a good test. I'm going to do the melee, I believe. And it went up by about 2. So definitely not like a plus 10 increase. But unfortunately for creatures that are like already almost max level, they're going to be kind of set in stone. A little bit unfortunate. I'll talk about this pink frog in a second when I get back. Why you may have noticed there's a pink frog here. Just need some food first. So anyway, I'm kind of okay with the change. And I'll say why is because, you know, one of the things, like, when I gave away the Sarcos, people were a little bit upset that I gave away the Sarcos because of how OP they are and how great they are underwater and stuff. And, like, in my opinion, it was like, I'm not going to use them. I don't care to use them. See, I still killed that Dilo in about as many hits as it would normally take me. So it's not like the other wild creatures aren't all rebalanced as well. I think that's maybe where there's a communication error between the devs and the people playing, maybe? Like, that took 4 hits in about 4 hits. And that's about as many as I would expect it would take before. So it's not like it's out of the... Whoa. Weird sound, audio. Weirdness. I'm like lagging like crazy here. Anyway. I'm kind of happy about it because... like, when I looked at OP creatures like that were so high level, I never really cared for that. I never liked that. I never wanted that. I never wanted a creature that was so overpowered that it could kill things in one bite. We've got Fluffy, and even Fluffy, as much as I love the T-Rex, he looks cool. I love having him around. We really don't have him around other than we needed defense in the early days. We don't need him now. There's no reason for us to have an OP dinosaur. People were getting stats that were crazy, and I didn't really like that. This balances it down so that everything, including wild dinos, have much smaller stat gains. And I'm kind of okay with that. You see, the thing is that people are saying that time has been wasted, but it's not like things haven't still scaled, I'm sure. So that when I've put, say, 10 levels up onto Blueberry's melee, that's what 10 levels up to his melee would do, is 151. You know, that's the reality of the thing. So, is it time wasted? No, it's still putting the stats where they should be. It would be even lower if you didn't. I think that's maybe the case. But you know what? I can't even confirm that because I haven't recently tamed something to say, oh, a tamed creature now has way higher stats than all my already tamed creatures. But I don't think that's the case. And the reason I don't think it's the case is because, like I said, I just killed those Dilos in about 4 hits. And that's that. Water jar. Recipe. Recipe for a water jar. I don't need you. Pressing the buttons. Okay. 8. I want to see how this works. Yay. Alright. What is a trilobite doing up here? I wonder. Where did he go? These trilobites have this glitch where they can just scale any mountain. Doesn't matter how steep they can get up it. 5 oil. That's way better than using like a wolf or something. So am I completely pro the nerf? Not entirely. Like, here's an issue right here. Is this T-Rex on our beach? Now, according to this nerf, my Argentavis shouldn't really be able to take him down without getting severely my butt handed to me. Let's see how he does. Keeping in mind that this T-Rex... Oh, crap. It lagged me, and I ended up like right in front of his mouth. That's great. Can't see. It seems like this wild T-Rex is pretty poor off. I mean, he's already bleeding pretty bad, and I've just barely started to hit him. That would indicate that his health was severely nerfed compared to my melee. So everything is scaled. Everything is scaled down. You know, my tame dinosaur stats are scaled down, but so are the wild ones. So is anything really different? The only difference is that it really introduces... Breeding will have to be a lot more, I don't know, careful. If you want super, super, super high stats, you're really going to have to work for it. Fly, please. Why isn't he flying? Hello? Whoa, that was lag. That was a little bit of lag. That said, it is taking me a long time to take him down, even though he was already bleeding. It's like his healing factor is way up there. Don't you take a bite out of me. Oh, the lag, though. I keep, like, I'm on top of him, and then it lags me, and I'm, like, right in front of his mouth. That's a little bit annoying. Wow. See, this is what they were talking about. My one Argentavis is having a tough time at this T-Rex. Now, I don't know what level he is, but I can tell you for a fact, like, I'd go to Carno Island, and I'd take down one of those T-Rexes way faster. Look at this. He was bleeding before, when I was hitting him, he was basically healed here. He's not even bleeding anymore. Now he is because he's being attacked by things, but it's like they've buffed healing rate or something. Unless... No, that couldn't be another glitch, could it? That the heal rate is still really high for the high health, but since the health is nerfed, they have less to heal, so we can heal really fast. I don't know. My health isn't really healing that fast, in my honest opinion. But look at this. Like, I've attacked him for days, and he's just not dying. Die. 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 If I attack him fast enough, hard enough, me and this Carbo are hitting him. There he goes. There he goes. I got a Rex Bone helmet for it. Thank you very much. That was tough. Hey! The Carbonemus just took a snipe at me. A snipe? A bite? A snap? Snap at me. But that's my fear now, is that T-Rex like that takes so long to take down that, oh, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But I was still able to kill him. So do I really keep complaining? I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. It's a harder game than it was as of just recently. So, you know, is that a bad thing? Good thing? Bad thing? I don't know. Want your meat, dude. Don't need your hide yet. So, now that I've talked about that a little bit, that basically nothing's going to change, and I hope people get used to it. You know, that might not be the news that you wanted to hear, but unfortunately, it's looking like that's the case. Either way, we are back in ARK, and I've got a lot of gasoline now. So I got 127 gasoline. It's super easy to make. You just go to this right here. You got some hide in here. You got some oil in here. That's why I killed that trilobite. You light it up, and that'll generate the hide and the oil together, mixed together. Somehow turns into a gas canister. I don't really know how that works, but it does. I was thinking you should at least have like a Tinto berry to dye it or something, or you know, make it look like it's made out of hide, but that doesn't. It looks like it's made out of plastic. It's weird because you just look in here, and in about, I think it says 30 seconds or so. Yeah, there it is. You see it? There they go, instantaneously into those gas canisters. Not that I'm complaining that the recipe is easy, because now we can start making some of these things. I've made a bit of polymer, which takes quite a bit of obsidian, which I have almost none of actually, and a lot of cementing paste, which I got just a little bit of. So that's kind of what we're working on now. My house, if I turn my gamma up to 3.5 or so, you can see it better. There's my little house, and I think it's looking pretty cool. I've redesigned it quite a bit, so you guys can kind of appreciate the new look. It's more like Fabe's, I'll completely and honestly admit. Whoa, lag. I'll completely and honestly admit that I took the basic premise of it from Fabe, where he has the cobblestone base, the wooden top, and then a thatch roof. So I've basically done that. I have a thatch roof, wooden base, or wooden top, and a stone base. And I think that style looks really, really good, really fancy. And we want to now kind of upgrade this one too, but I don't know. I'm not going to do that on my own. I'm maybe going to have Wynn's help there. Let's see here. This guy, we leveled up his health so much. It was way over 300. It's now down to 114. I'm going to level him up, and yeah, it only went up 2 points. So, tough. Them's the breaks. That's what the leveling is like now. So, what is this pink frog and where's Barney? You might have noticed, and I didn't really say anything too much. In my last episode with Fabe, I didn't have Barney because I died. Now, I explained it in Wynn's latest episode, I believe, or on a live stream of hers. Definitely in her latest episode for sure, though. And what I had explained is that I thought Barney needed a little bit of leveling up. I just hadn't leveled him up enough. Her up, I should say. So I traveled all the way to Fabe's. You see the green spire over that way? That's where I went. That's where I went, right that way. I kind of want that yellow spire right there, actually, so I'm going to momentarily... I'm not going to go with the frog, though. I'm going to run with my Argentavis. Fly there. Travel, fly quickly. Run, fly. I'm going to fly run with this guy. Oh, did it already disappear? Oh, no, there it is. So I was traveling to Fabe's, and I was almost there. I was already past Wynn's outpost that I was just at the beginning of this episode. I was past that with my frog. I didn't fly there. And I got to the swamp that's actually surrounding the green spire there and got attacked by like 50-some bugs. I'm not kidding you. 50-some odd bugs. The ground was littered with bug corpses. But 2 Titanoboas knocked me and Barney out. We were unconscious. I somehow managed to wake up just as Barney died. And so at least I got the hat. I got the witch hat still. The saddle, basically. Land. Grab it. Oh, that's kind of terrible. But let's go. Ooh-wee. Ooh, he's kind of hurt, this guy. I want to take advantage of that and see if I can level this guy up. He's bloody. He's bloody. Come on, guy. Yes. Run now. That's why I wanted to attack the T-Rex, because you attack things like T-Rex, you level up fast. Weird, there's still mammoth in this area. I guess because the Winter Wonderland update happened and these guys are still spawned in the area. There's still a mammoth on this side. There's no snow for miles, but there's a mammoth. That's kind of funny. So I can level up this guy's something now. His melee, I think, almost is what I wanted to do. But I've been focusing on movement speed. Now it's almost forced us to work on things like melee and health upgrades rather than putting a bunch on movement speed or weight. So if I look here, now that we're in relative safety, so movement speed is at 127. That hasn't changed. That's the same as before. This melee is way down, though, and it's only adding like 2 points per. So, again, that's the nerf. You get less per level. And I'm all right with that, I guess. It's just something that we have to get used to it. And here's what I was going to say, and I forgot to say before, is that if we had been playing ARK from the beginning with these stat increases per level, we'd be perfectly fine with that. But since we were used to it a different way, we're not fine with that. And there's something about that, you know, I think we just have to kind of get used to it. I can put out this fire for now. I don't know why you can put gasoline inside of a furnace and it doesn't blow everything up. I'm looking at that red cache over there. I am now able to pick up red caches, I believe. I'm level 53. Unless they are 55, which I'm not sure about. I can go check and double check. It's probably 55 for all my luck is. But anyway, here I was in the middle of the swamp. And I was right beside, I died, Barney died right beside this pink frog. I spent the time killed the remaining bugs that were in the area, tamed another frog. So we've got another female. This one's pure pink, and I've named it Bert. Going along with the masculine names for female frogs. Primitive metal pick. So it's not even any better than mine. And anyway, max durability 48.3. What's mine? How can I tell? Max durability 40. Weapon damage 110.2. So it's better than mine a little bit. Gotta watch those stats. You really have to. Because it's better than the one that I had. So goodbye. Farewell. I got another Rex Bone helmet too, actually. Okay, that red cache is... Okay, I just want to level this guy's up. Melee again. Well... Health. Yeah. That one boosted it quite a bit. From 276 to 285. That was almost plus 10. It's not bad. Whoops. I jumped right off. Level 50 blueberry. Congrats on your 50th anniversary. Birthday. 50th birthday. Almost as high a level as me. Ooh, I just noticed I got to repair that sword of mine on my bar. All right. Let's see if I can open this red cache. It's kind of... I think this is the one that's kind of in front of Inasia's base, which I think is pretty secure there. I'm not too frightened about that area. Got to fly right over top of where the Sarcos were. April came in and captured the 2 Sarcos that I had released there. I guess because she loves animals in captivity and can't stand to see animals happy in the wild. That's my only guess. Get some meat. Meat. Continue our flight. That is my only guess. You see, a lot of people were upset that I gave those Sarcos away, but, you know, I offered them a better life of freedom. April came along and she captured them right away again. Back into their prison they go. Level 60 to open. What? I think that was raised. I don't think it was level 60 before. Was it? So I'm a little ways off from opening the red caches. Little ways. Alright. Back home we go. There's another red one too. Man! Of course, as soon as I see all these red caches, I can't even open them yet. And they like never spawn in, trust me. These are the first 2 that I've seen in like months of playing. But I'm not very observant, so what do I know? What are those? There's an ichthyosaur in the water, or 2. Couple ichthyosaurs. They are super easy to tame. You want to see this? See if we can tame one. Okay, let's just get off this guy right now. Grab some of this meat. Maybe prime meat. Where is he? Come here, little guy. Come here. Hey, yeah. I am your friend. What? What does it say? Something about a slot? Put taming food in last item slot. Okay, got it. Let me get out. I forgot about that detail. Come here, little guy. Come here. Where's the 28? A level 28 guy. Fed you prime meat. That should tame him a little bit. Let's get that meat back in the bar. No, not you. Wait until it's hungry again. But look at how much I've tamed it already. It's level 28. That's craziness. Craziness. Thing about ichthyosaurs, though, is that they are basically shark food. It's basically shark food. Like, they will die very quickly. No question about it. Man, this guy, come on. Love me, dude. Come here and love me. Show me love. Eat again. Come on. Wild female. Ichthyosaur. Not you. Level 1 I could probably tame pretty quick also, though. Look at that. The level 2. It's just as tamed as level 28 with the prime meat. Of course, this level 28 is like running away from me, basically. Where'd it go? There it is. They're just on me for food. Like, food, food, food. You have food. You have food. Ooh, food. It's like they're seagulls of the sea. They're very easy to tame, but because they're so easy to die, I'm not exactly interested in them. If I were to have a mount that would go underwater, I think I'd almost rather have a Sarco, is what I'd say, than an Ichthyosaur. Though Ichthyosaurs are probably faster. I'm going to just fetch a guess. But anyway, I think... What else do I have to show you guys? I got Blueberry here with the colorful blue and yellow pattern. Very festive. Got a lot of positive feedback when I showed it off during a stream of wins. So I think that you guys like it also. Bert here, who replaced poor Barney, who is no longer with us. It's a shame, but at the same time, you know what? I think it was kind of good. 1-to-1 trade. Frog for frog. And let's see. Who else can level up? Speedy, you can level up. We've been doing almost weight exclusively, so that's still fine. Fine as it's ever been. I'm going to put its melee up a bit. What? It's got stone on it. That's crazy. It's got stone on it. Just sitting there. Put that away. Look at all the stone that I have. What did I get anyway? Laser attachment. Recipe. Cat. I have to throw my pets against the wall in order for them to feed. I almost went out the window. See the trough icon now? Now it can feed. What? Why isn't it? Huh? Why isn't it eating? Do I have to take it outside? Really? Is there no food left in here? There's tons. What's wrong with you? Grab it. It's still got like... Is it just me? Or does it have like a little tick left that it hasn't eaten? It's like a small tick of food that it just won't eat. But whatever, as long as he's not hungry, I guess. There's the dog trying to escape and not letting me into the house anymore. This is great. This is great. Wait a minute. Nope, he's getting out. Uh-oh. Nope. And he can fly, so I'm more or less worried about him just escaping over the wall and then me not being able to catch him again. Because they, like, never land. So there we go. Back to normal. Everything's basically leveled up that can. I explained the new stats update. And I hope I did a good job of it. Well, you know what? If you guys have an argument about it, I'd love to hear it. If you guys are in support of it, I'd like to hear that. If you guys aren't, I'd like to hear why. Just because I want to know more. I want to know more about why people are upset about it. And maybe that'll make me more upset about it. I don't know. But we'll see. Until then, we'll see you guys in the next ARK. Bye-bye.